no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Nittany Lions about to kick it away and get this season started. Out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Texas offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. And defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. The Longhorns in the hurry up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. DB's right up on the receivers. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Pass to sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute. We'll talk about Penn State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's McKee. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Give to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback keeper. They stop him short of the marker and they'll turn it over on downs. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Wide open downfield. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Finds his tight end. Oh, a lot of touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest
so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. You'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's McKee. The quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Going to the running game. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. My, oh my, 41 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fires to the big fella.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Madden. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He's looking to throw, using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's McKee. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls away.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes! He now has 61 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
And this offense has got it all working. right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Texas offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to do better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Going to sling it on 2nd down. They're working that left side. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
To the air on first down. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's McKee. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Did a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know it sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
The give to the fullback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
The defense is playing a 3-4, so there's some natural bubbles up front. I think that's where this offense is trying to attack them with that fullback run. Nice job by the linebacker, though, getting him down.
They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. It might be a gamble to go for it on fourth down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but it caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To throw, it's McKee. Got his man quickly. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Sticks it in his belly. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Back to throw, it's McKee. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Gonna be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Quarterback on the keeper. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Texas.
On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process.
Breaks into the open. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw, it's McKee. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
And the Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Nittany Lions will try to pick it up on 4th down. Using his feet. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's McKee. Quick completion on the out. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll try the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Give to the fullback. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And that one will give them the lead. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front there with physical, skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last run.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Got him downfield. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Connors. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. All that speculation all week, and now we know, but something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connor. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Big fullback's got it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no...
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that everywhere. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Turning it on! Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
To tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Floats it out in space, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nope.
Touchdown, Texas! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive.
Texas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
they'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's McKee. Right on the money. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, you put together drives, and you got to really get focused when you get down here towards the red zone and execute. But the main thing you have to have, you can't turn the football. You've got to understand that points are the point.
Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st down from their own 22. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
To the ground with the back.